Hello, we're going to do an overview of opportunities in the REI connector formula. So on the left-hand side of your screen, we have opportunities here. And this is where you're going to track your opportunities. Now, a lot of people get confused. What are opportunities? In the real estate world, opportunities are properties. So there is a difference between your contacts and your properties. Contacts are going to be people, opportunities are going to be properties. Because you may have a situation where one contact has a couple properties that they want you to look at or they want you to buy or whatever it is. So if we just have the property under the contact, you could do it, but it would not be the right way. You'd have to overwrite or create duplicate fields and it'd be a mess. So the right way to do it is opportunities are properties. And if we just start at the top here, highlighted is this opportunity tab. Then next to it, we have our pipelines and our bulk actions. We're not going to worry about that right now. So if we go back to the opportunities, we see we have a few different pipelines. Here are two pipelines, calendar appointment status and deal submission. And if we go back here, you can see we have our two pipelines here as well. This is where we're going to edit our pipelines. So if we wanted to edit this one, we come in here, we can move it, we can add a new one. Then if we want to remove that, we'll just hit delete and it's gone. You can go through and change any of all this stuff. This is the KPI reporting section. So if you wanted to show up in your KPIs, you can. And if we want to create a new pipeline, you'll click over here and just call it new pipeline or whatever you want to call it. And you can change this to new stage 1. And you can add a stage just like we did before and then hit create. And you see we have a new pipeline here. If we go back to opportunities, we'll look at our new pipeline and you'll see we have a new pipeline with all the different stages in it. Now, how do we add an opportunity to our pipeline? Well, we go up here, make sure we're in the right pipeline, and this is where our primary details start. So the primary contact name is the person who you're dealing with on that property. So if a wholesaler sent you a property for 123 Main Street, you would make sure this is the wholesaler's name. If this is a seller, you would make sure this is the seller's name. So the seller's name, the wholesaler's name, you build their information in the contact. And then this is how we say, hey, this property, this opportunity, the primary contact for this opportunity is this person. The opportunity name, we can change this to whatever we want. And our street address. And there's a whole bunch of other ways where we can build some workflows to pull in, if you want this opportunity name to be the address and you don't want to have to double input, well, you can build an automation to do that. We're not going to go over that in this stage, but we'll just call this 123 main. Here's the pipeline, here's the stage. I don't necessarily mess with these too much. This would be if it was a wholesale deal and you were going to get 10 grand on a wholesale deal or whatever the dollar amount is that you could gain from this opportunity, you would do that. So the followers, these are the owners, the owners are going to be the people on your team. So if John is someone on my team, he can be the owner of this opportunity. So he's the one in charge of all of this information, following up with the person. He owns this opportunity. Now, say we have somebody else, Susie. Susie works with John, the owner. Well, we could set her as a follower to this. So now Susie can see this opportunity as well, and you can set staff member what they can and can't see on the staff member side of the blue column on the left-hand side into the settings. Business name, opportunity source, don't need that, don't need any of this. This is a custom opportunity field here. And we kind of went over that, how to build them in the contacts section. A similar way, but we'll go into that in depth after we go over this overview. Now, you do have to hit create. And when you hit create, you will now see we have all these other folders. These are custom opportunity folders. Again, custom opportunity folders. Similar to custom contact folders, but these are only connected to the opportunity. Cards, they're only connected to the opportunity. Cards, they have nothing to do with the contact unless you assign a contact to the card. You can go through and edit, change any of these folder names, any of the question names. You can arrange them in any order you want. You can add and delete all that stuff. And you would do that here, which we are not going to do currently. We'll do that in another video. So let's just go here. We'll call it 123 Main Street. And we'll just hit update. So we got success. And then we'll click out of it. And now we have a new lead. And if you click the card, if you click the white space, this is a big one here. Click the white space, it's going to open up the card. If you click this, which is the title of the card, it's going to go to the contact. So it is a little bit confusing. Sometimes people want this opportunity name to be something other than the contact, which is fine. You could do that. But we could also show it up in different ways. So I would just say test tester for this one. And then we'll close out because it's been updated. It may not update right away. Oh, it just updated as soon as I moved. So if something doesn't happen, just hit refresh. 99% of the time that solves your problems. So we've got our new lead here. Now we can choose what information we show on this card by hitting manage. So right now, this is what we have. This is what the card preview would look like. The opportunity name is the person's name here. We don't have any of this information filled out, so that's why it's not showing. And what we can do is uncheck these, and then we can go into like property address and check off property address, hit apply, all pipelines. Now we can see the property address. So you can really start to customize what you see on each card, and that really is helpful depending on what you're doing. Oh, let's see, anything else here? You can filter and sort. It's kind of a case-by-case thing, but I think that's going to be good for the overview. Peace.